Hello, my wonderful Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly love reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind energy can go vice versa, and this reading won't resonate with everyone. So take what fits and leave the rest out. Three of Wands has popped out here. Someone's finally stepping up to the plate, making decisions after what they desire. All right, we have the loving man, people with consciousness, a consciousness of lack. So someone's feeling not good enough or feeling like they've lost it all. I'm also picking up someone really feels like they've hit rock bottom here. Almost this feeling of despair. I feel you even though we are apart. You are the best thing in my life. Yeah, someone's, I just heard, actually someone's sending you music messages. So some of you might be getting some signs here, synchronicities through music. Overall energy, we have King of Swords. This is about speaking our truth, but being very clear and concise. Having a logical plan is kind of what I see here. Someone trying to get out of their feelings and not let it lead them into mistakes or decisions that they shouldn't make. So let's see what's going on in your energy. We have Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a good week for you. A lot of you have been going through some stress, possibly finances here, worrying about a job or, you know, just your home life in general. Things that keep you solid and grounded. Also, when it comes to love, there's something that's kind of hanging out there waiting in the wings. Something that's been left unsaid, that's not been addressed. It's almost like there's this feeling that something's not quite finished yet. All right, so I do like the Knight of Pentacles though with the Hierophant because there's a promise here of abundance, stability. Okay, so even though things might not look that great right now, or you might feel like everything's kind of happening at once, it's going to change for the better here. You're going to get to a more solid energy. All right, so let's see what's going on in their energy. We have the World, the Hanged Man, Eight of Pentacles, the Death card. Spirit says one more. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, I see someone not speaking the truth, hiding how they really feel. You know, this looks like Death, Eight of Pentacles, Hanged Man. Something is not quite finished yet, for sure. But what I see them doing is kind of being strategic here, hiding this from you. Acting as if things have ended or they've walked away, but they really haven't. It's almost like it's waiting in the wings here. Something's going to begin that they have a plan on, but they have to get something straight first. They're working really hard, okay, on something that is going to, this could be finances here, whatever is going to help this connection or get them out or out of a stuck scenario, okay? I see World, Hanged Man. Yeah, they've been stuck for quite a while. I'm also picking up some of you, they might be into certain situations where they feel they've been stuck in for a long time and they need to get out of. They haven't been able to do that while they've been with you. And they feel like at this time they need to keep this secret. It's almost like under wraps because they don't want you to know this because they have to stay focused. They have to stay on the grind here. Tell me this Ace of Cups. But they're still sending you like love. Okay, messages. Six of Pentacles, Temperance. Yeah, they're still manifesting you. So it's like they know that there is a spiritual tie here. And they're sending you messages and having hope and faith that you're getting it, that you're understanding, that you have to wait even though they haven't spoken about it. Because there's a fear here of hurting your feelings, of not wanting you to fully know their plan because they're afraid that maybe you might just not be too into it. Maybe you would turn your back on them or just not be interested. Okay, so let's see what's happened in the past. We have the Fool. Some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius. I also see Capricorn here and Scorpio, or might have it in your chart. Oh, I also see Gemini. And any fixed sign as well. So the Fool, Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Okay. So in this connection, they would have to take a risk or a leap of faith here. And follow their heart, but they would have to have the funds or abundance and able to do it, or just independence. Somebody here may not be single, or I'm also seeing some of you guys, you're both in committed situations where you feel tied and bound, very unhappy, feel like you've met the one, but you can't quite be together. They're feeling this heavily. They're feeling like, I met the one. My heart is completely stolen now, but I'm stuck. I also see that with the Fool card, they've made some decisions that were a bit callous in regards to your feelings. Yeah, Five of Swords. It's kind of like they just weren't thinking straight. They did things because it benefited them in their situation, but ultimately they thought it would benefit you. So they felt like they didn't have to tell you as well, but as things kind of progress here, things started to break down, and you did find out about some of this. Tell me the Five of Swords. Nine of Wands. So you felt the detachment. Oh, I feel a heaviness here coming from this Nine of Wands. Yeah, High Priestess. It's like the evasiveness, trying to avoid really talking about their feelings on a deep level. And you constantly trying to get them to pull the same energy back in this as they did in the beginning. It's kind of like they felt they needed to do this on their own. Tell the High Priestess. You might be dealing with someone as well that doesn't like to take help from other people, or they feel very proud in a sense. It doesn't have to be, but I see it here, so I want to mention it. High Priestess, Five of Cups. A very disappointing situation because it feels like there's a lot of neglect, a lot of rejection due to someone making decisions for this connection just based on what they're feeling at the time. And they feel like they're good to be in the driver's seat because anything that they do for themselves will affect you, if that makes sense. It's kind of like they didn't really think that they had to say some things as well, and that in the end, their end goal was to be with you or to choose you, but there would have to be a lot of things that would change before that. Tell us Five of Cups. Ten of Wands, you guys. Ooh, no wonder I was feeling this from the Nine of Wands. This heaviness here. Five of Cups, Ten of Wands, the burden. Okay, so this was a really heavy situation for you. Emotionally, this was stressful as well. And it made you feel like you had to carry this heavy burden on your own in the High Priestess. Just knowing that maybe you would have to deal with this in silence, that you would have to put up with some stuff that you weren't happy about, just so that they can do their thing and eventually this would work out. It's almost like you gave them allowances, you know, for what they were up to, gave them many chances as well, even though there were some excuses here, because still with the Five of Swords, Fool, there are some mind games being played. But when it's attached to the Fool, it can be a bit dangerous because the person's just not seeing the error of their ways, and they're able to do anything that they please. So, wow. Okay, tell me the Ten of Wands. Three of... Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, my heart goes out to you. This is really, really difficult. Some of you spent a lot of time alone here, possibly at night as well. I'm getting a lot of dark energy where you kind of had to suffer in silence. And it was difficult because you didn't really have them to count on. You didn't have them to really talk to really express yourself. Okay, so let's get to the challenge. Let's get some more details here. Yeah, it's almost like they kept breaking your heart, even though they didn't mean to. Ultimately, they did because they chose that. So I don't want to discount that in any way. But, you know, I have to say that with the Fool attached to this, Sometimes this is a person that doesn't really think before they do. They don't think before they speak. Sometimes they just do what they want so they can get what they want. Nine of Cups, King of Wands, Chariot, and the Page of Pentacles for the challenge. Yes, a lot of times you're possibly asking yourself, was this too good to be true? Am I really believing that this person is telling me the truth? Do they say what they truly mean? Or is ignorance bliss here? You're kind of like, you know, am I just fooling myself? Because with the King of Wands, it's Chariot, Page of Pentacles, this person has a lot to learn in how to communicate and how to be a team player. It's kind of like they prefer independence or prefer making decisions. Even though they like the connection, they like to be in a committed situation, they like to be the one in control. And their ego definitely was an issue here with the King of Wands, because they were just seeing what they were trying to achieve at the time, not seeing how it was affecting you. And it's kind of like they just didn't even want to. They just blocked it out. Especially with the Chariot, I mean, the challenge here was the focus was on what they were trying to achieve or themselves. Down with the Nine of Cups, Six of Wands, also them staying in this comfort zone, right? They were achieving what they needed as well as keeping you safe from harm's way, and you weren't leaving. Everything was kind of comfortable. Even though they knew the inevitable would have to happen, they'd have to make a decision finally. All right, so let's see what they're going to do here, because it looks like they have a secret plan. They had to detach or walk away. Some of them just completely detached, and it shocked you. Sun, Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So we have instant movement here, communication coming in that is going to bring insight into the situation that can alter this connection. So if this reading is resonating with you in the extended, we're going to go over exactly what action they take, what they're going to say moving forward, as well as the timing and the outcome. If this is your last stop, though, thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.